Hey guys, Infidel1258 here. In this video, I'm going to open 120 Rebellion packs. I did this with a live audience. I did this with the Splinterlands Rebellion Launch Party. So you're going to hear voices that are not just mine. You're going to hear Rogue, you're going to hear Walking Keys, you're going to hear lots of different voices from this space. But yeah, these are my 120 packs. I started recording when I had the epics and the legendaries left to look at. So stick around for the epics and the legendaries. Some good ones in here, some expensive. And then you're going to hear, after that, you're going to hear conversation around which cards are meaningful, looking at the marketplace with these amazing minds from our game. We're talking what cards are cheap, what cards are expensive. Does now make sense to buy them, or do you want to wait patiently for weeks or months to see if prices will decline? Lots of cool conversation. I hope you'll stick around for this one. Have an amazing day. God bless.
Yeah, like we saw with that cripple rule set.
Exactly.
Yep.
No, that's actually really cool. There you go. That's a Dallin card. Even with one shield,
Nice.
that's a Dallin card right there. You hear that, B-Jangles? They helped you.
Guys, are you opening up your packs? Or are you waiting?
I'm waiting for you. I'm holding on to mine, waiting until I think we're gonna do it on stream.
I'm opening some.
I'm hanging on.
I opened one. I couldn't stop. I got a gold bandit.
I clicked on all of them. I'm looking. I'm not opening them. Like they're on my screen right now. I'm ready to click on them.
I'm staring at them too.
Oh, I got legendary. I got legendary. I can see a legendary at least. I'm just looking at the glow. Oh, another legendary. 3 legendaries.
I'm looking at Mantaroths for $24 on the market. Is that a good price or a bad price? Early thoughts. Just curious.
Good price. Good price. Crazy.
I mean, at this point, the floor of all promo pre-release cards has like 35 to 40. Like even Dr. Blight at this point's down there, and so is the dragon girl.
Yep.
One thing I'm noticing here is there's only one flying monster in a earthquake rule set. Is that I mean, I guess you guys were relying on shields mostly or something.
Yeah.
And scavenge.
Yep.
And triage.
Yeah.
And the Murdompier gains health as well just from hitting things.
Yep. Yeah, that's usually one of the frustrating parts, is that you could still run a melee Kelia team in Thorns, and it's fine. It's fine. It sometimes still works.
Well, don't forget that's the squat goblin's got he's got shield too, right? So he's only taking one back unless they've got
the
amplified.
squat goblin.
Yeah, he's so good.
That's great.
Has anyone noticed how many flying cards there are in Rebellion?
Oh no, we're dropping frames.
Are there not many, Tim or Bob?
I think there's 6.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Tim, I mentioned, or I called it earlier, there isn't any 1-cost cards.
No.
The lowest mana is 2. What were your thoughts on that?
It wasn't explicitly intentional. So it wasn't like, oh, I don't want to do ones. It was just more as cards got balanced and the cards formed. It was just didn't have anything in that one slot.
I think it makes sense to keep utility for the chaos cards that are 0 and 1 mana too.
Well, that's true. Also, I really wanted to do that 2 mana cycle of no attack cards. So we already had a pretty good representation on the very low end. So we'll see ones again. But
you know how much I appreciate that cycle? Like I already mentioned it. Failed Summoner has been the bane of my existence for 2 years, and now that I'm going to have like a similar in all colors, I'm just gonna be a happy boy for the rest of my career in Splinterlands. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, cool. I'm glad everyone recognized it as a cycle too, because it's not as obvious as the Fiends. But you know, thematically they're not all the same. But
yeah, no, it was appreciated. But yeah, I think we were talking about it, and there's definitely a lot more. There's a lot of Little League love in Rebellion.
Yeah,
but not on the low end of the spectrum of like the 1 cost or lower. So very supportive and appreciative.
Cool.
Big shout out to Sai with the win.
I thought it was OX. I thought it was
OX.
Congratulations.
I thought it was Magic only guy wins the tournament.
Like I said,
Oh,
sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, right?
Oh, big congrats. And, you know, I wish we had some prizes to give you. Maybe I can, you know, kick around and see if I can dig something up. But, you know, the glory, at least you get the glory, which, which I'm sure is worth something.
Shameless plug here, but as a lot of my viewers know, I always do challenges every time I stream, and that's every Thursday from 9 to 11 EST. So if you guys want to take on the champ, then you know where to find me. Thursday, 9 p.m. EST.
Nice plug there.
Avenge me.
I'll see you for the rematch.
Sure. Will do.
Now let me get this. Oh, Rogue, are you muted? I see your mouth moving and I don't hear you.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. Who's all opening packs?
I couldn't resist. I'm opening packs right now.
I was going to ask too, is anybody have some pretty good luck on the airdrop, or?
I didn't check that.
Sadly, I bought mine in a group buy, so I don't have an airdrop to pull.
Airdrop yet.
I also bought through a group buy.
But Rondon, if you want, I can share my screen and open up my packs.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do the screen share. Give me a second to set it up, and then
since everybody else selfishly opened theirs,
I'm saving my epics and legendaries, and there's a good number of them. So.
Oh, okay. Well, then you can go infidel first. I haven't done anything. I'm still at the portal.
Someone share their screen, and I'll get it up on.
Okay, I'm gonna share screen
up on the big screen.
if I think. Yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to see if any packs have been bought yet, but the numbers don't seem to be refreshing.
I'm sharing.
All right, give me a second. I'll have to.
After sound, I think one of the things I noticed was like we didn't fully sell out of the pre-sale, but none of those packs made their way to burn, or were they supposed to go to the DAO? I don't remember.
They were supposed to be burned according to the post, but it was like 7,000 or 8,000 of them.
Mm-hmm.
But now I think they just have they're gonna have to fix the number here because it says there's less than 1 million packs remaining, which I don't think is accurate. Obviously, it should be like 9.5.
Yeah. Look at it go.
Totally controversial, but I'd like to see those go to the DAO, open them, and then send cards to Nifty Arcade. That's my controversial hot take of the stream.
Oh yeah, you're gonna trigger a lot of people with that one.
Oh yeah.
Rage.
All right, I got the. Oh, we lost a Bob.
Bob,
come
Tim.
back.
Whatever your name is.
Oh, there he is. All right, let's get this. I got the screen share up here, and we've got
infinite screens.
Oh, sorry. I went through my comments and my rares, and there's some juicy ones in here. I got some cool gold foils, but I saved all my epics and my legendaries. I didn't see anything, like I don't know this deck so well yet. I'm still definitely learning it, so I can't say I know precisely like if I got a real win on some of these rares, but I did get some gold foils, which these look sick, by the way. The new gold foil edging, love it.
Mm-hmm.
I was happy to see some of the summoners come through in a decent number. I only opened 120 packs. That's all I had. I am definitely going deeper. If anybody is like hearing this and thinking, wow, like he's only getting 100 packs. My vision is 1,000 to 2,000, but that's the within the next 9 months. I'm just hoping to pull some things together for that. But I just want to quickly show these guys, and then I'll pop up and we'll open the epics and legendaries and see what we get. But I counted my legendaries. I think I got 9 of them. So hopefully each of them is filled with 9.
Nice.
We got 9 or 10 per legendary click. Maybe we'll see. Here we go. These are the epics. Executioner Crown. That one, we showed that one at Splinterfest. Remember, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, we did.
Ooh, I like that art. I haven't seen that one yet. I didn't thoroughly look at.
Oh, that's the one with flank. Yep.
Ooh, and dodge with the 1 speed, but the dodge. Interesting.
Is this another thing with wings that doesn't fly until later?
Yeah, and there was a large discussion internally as to whether it should fly or not.
Check this out.
That's like classic
like
trading
ostrich.
card games. I love it. Like you're looking at the art and you're like, it should do this, and it doesn't.
Oh, there's a legendary. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rush is fun. Ambush.
Rush.
Ambush with the afflict too. Man, affliction is like affliction and rust. I find are just something I use a lot nowadays, and Corporal too.
Mm-hmm.
Quick. Another a Goldie. That's gonna be worth something.
Let's go.
Oh, nice.
Good pool.
Are you guys watching live or are you like delayed behind me?
Oh, we're
I
watching
delayed by,
live.
like, a
Okay.
second.
I'm watching with you.
We'll just go legendaries here. I'll just zoom them one at a time as we go down. Come on, multi. Oh, I'd love to see a 2. Little 2 in here would be beautiful.
Yeah, you guys are here in the call. You should be able to see this, and if you need to, full screen it. But it's here in the call. I'm sharing the actual screen that he's, or you guys can watch it on his screen too.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're watching it here, man.
Nice.
But it's just funny because it's like a that's the one.
That's the
Yeah.
one.
Oh,
That's the
Good
one.
legendary.
That's the one.
oh.
I'm gonna need at least 10 more of those though.
Hey man,
That's the
there's a lot of
thing.
packs for sale, so feel free to go and do your
Yes,
part.
that's the one I got to reveal. That's the one I got to Splinterlands showed me.
Nice.
Love this card.
Nice.
This one has the weapons training, and with the kind of revision around weapons training, it's no longer going to be just 4. I think it's going to be a maximum of 3. I think to me, Darg has a max damage output of 3, so he's like maximally taking advantage of weapons trainer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
So-
it's interesting.
Oh,
The
foil.
clockwork aid and that both we're talking like 1 speed things that give swiftness, and I'm like, that's call me to him. You got a theory on that?
I'm sorry, what was it? I missed.
Giving swiftness to cards that have only 1 speed.
What are your thoughts?
It's just you had to balance it, so it's you're trying to take a sacrifice, it's like you're playing a support card but it doesn't actually support itself, so you're trying to be really intentional with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's really on a case by case, card by card basis, honestly.
Mhm.
So there's a lot that went into, like, there's certain mechanics I want to see represented, and there's certain cards I want to see them represented on.
Mhm.
But there's also mana costs to hit curves. You want to make sure there's enough, cards for Little League, enough for even odd rule sets, all that kind of stuff. So at some points, the hitting all those objectives results in a couple casualties.
It almost seems like, like when you put swiftness on a 1 mana card or 1 speed card, it's going to basically keep you from using it in the reverse speed rule set. You don't want to give your entire team
Mhm.
swiftness if you're trying to go slow.
Mhm.
Which, I mean, I don't know. It adds something to it. There's a niche for it, but it definitely kind of limits your choices whenever you're trying to do a reverse speed. Like,
Yeah, I would say also with the trainers in particular, I really like the trainers to have, something that's good for the trainees, right? Like, so the swiftness is really here more for the trainees than it is for the Darg. But yeah, I get the point regarding the 1 speed.
I like it. Like an old master that's just like, yeah, I've been doing this for years. I'm a little bit slower than I used to be, but I'll show you how to be fast.
Yeah,
I'm gutted, dude.
Oh,
a double, nice.
Let's go.
cool.
There you go.
I just went and bought $50 worth of credits so I could pick up the 2 Mantaroth that were on the market for $24.99 each. I bought the credits and they're gone.
Oh,
What's the new
They're
price?
gone.
This card is
look at that.
this is that lower card that was like the king and got overthrown, right?
Oh man.
Mm.
This is
Yeah, I think
this
that's
is
the one they
crazy.
were talking about.
I'll
Yeah.
sell them to you for 26.
Yeah, let's go.
I
Like
think
all
it
I
hits
had was
hard at
50
level 1.
Yeah, level 1, like bronze, just gobbling up little bronzies.
Bob, was that intentional? Was that something you wanted to just like people to be able to decimate in bronze with?
There was definitely objectives around certain abilities showing up at certain leagues, and I definitely wanted, with all the. Sorry, I'm looking at the polls. That's a good poll too.
Man.
Yeah. So I'll go with yes, intentional.
Okay. Well, I mean, obviously there's some intention behind every
man,
every
it's going
design
too.
here.
Darn it.
I want to go to
We got Cy over here trying to score some deals on the market.
I'm just trying to get some before they hit like 40, 50. I'm still like, but
You
I
need
just
to
went and
channel.
bought more credits, and then the one for 23 just got eaten up too. Now they're $30, and then 40, and then 100. And man, I need to get those guys.
Walking keys. We need you here. How to play market. Go.
Sit back and relax.
There you go.
Now
Honestly,
is
I
not the
think-
time to buy. Prices, they got to find a balance first. You may sneak in and get a good deal right now, but there's a better chance you're gonna gonna overpay for something in 2 weeks. Or even
I don't know. That's a risk I'm just not willing to take when it's cards like Mantaroth and Grimbarden Smith.
Yeah.
Like the amount that's printed of those cards is lower than the amount of Dr. Blight. And I feel like just having played Mantaroth, you guys saw the matches that had Mantaroth in it, if you're in Champion or something like that, having a 4-star Mantaroth with Blast and Double Strike, basically a Double Strike equivalent, that card is just so game breaking. And I feel like it's going to be one of those cards that if you have it, you're going to do really well. And if you don't, then you're kind of possibly going to lose to it. So I don't want to take the chance of such a low print card being all bought up. And then the only ones that are left are going to be like, $50, $100. And I didn't make my move when it was available for $30. And then I'm kicking myself down the line. So, I mean, I've got a little FOMO in me. I won't deny it. But my goal was always to have maxed Grimbarden Smith and maxed Mantaroth, because those 2 cards are insane. And if I don't get them, then I feel like my play is going to be impacted. So I don't want to be renting them for 300, 400 DEC a day, because in the end, I'll have just consumed the amount that would have cost me to buy it in just rental costs. So I'm trying to get on it now while you can. Like I know that I watched one of Aftersound's videos when he was doing a comparison with the print numbers of Mantaroth and Grimbarden Smith and kind of comparing them to Dr. Blight. And Dr. Blight's the best card in the game. And I mean, I can see Mantaroth being right up there. And whenever there's going to be like a high mana match, you can expect to see Mantaroth in the front ranks, and maybe even followed by that Chaos Titan or whatever his name is in Dragon. And having Mantaroth and then giving Mantaroth Ambush, that's going to be insane. Like Mantaroth with Ambush is going to be like the combo. So I don't know, guys. I don't want to sleep on them. I know that there's not many of those guys in existence, and I think that if you've got a 4-star Mantaroth and you've got like a 10-star Grimbarden or 8-star Grimbarden, whatever the limit is for rares, I think that's really going to put you ahead when it comes time to play in ranked or even tournaments. Those cards are just so good.
It's always going to be no calling your shots.
Mantaroth, but double strike blast seems pretty good. That's to me the equivalent of 4 hits, right? It's equivalent of 4 hits, because you hit and then it hits 2 guys, and then you hit again, it hits 2 guys. That's 4 hits, and they're good hits too. It's not like it's hitting for 1, 1, 1, 1. He's a big boy, and if you pump that armor and you're blasting, and he's got an armor of 7, I mean that's a blast of 5 off his armored strike, right?
Who needs Yolin?
Well, I think what you've done on this stream is definitely raise the price.
Well, it sucks because I still need 2 more.
Well, I hear you about that FOMO, though. I really wish I would have bought a Dr. Blight at the beginning instead of waiting. I almost waited almost a year after it came out before I even bought mine. And yeah, I paid for it. I paid for it in lost battles, and I paid for it in market price, because it sure proved its worth.
I wanted to say something there. It's going to be, I think, like I hear Silence saying that, like, you want to move on these things, and I think you're right. There are going to be some cards that are really must have, and I think if you recognize that before others, there's an advantage in that. But simultaneously, it's about picking the lanes, because you can't have them all. And I would just point out that I just opened 120 packs, and the list price for those cards, the list price is $2,000, but that's $600 worth of packs. So the lack of liquidity is making the list price way higher than it ought to be. So you gotta be very conscious of what you're paying on these things at this moment.
Yeah.
No. Oh, I got bought out. Trash Panda. Why Trash Panda?
Oh, are you getting sniped again, or?
Oh man, it's killing me. And I just burned SPS in order to get it too. I'm burning SPS to get the DEC I need right now.
This guy is throwing everything at the wall.
Oh, bud, I'm not waiting. Like I said, I'm not waiting. That's not one that I can afford to miss. It's not one I can afford to miss out on.
Well, Bob, I'm not sure if you know the answer to the question, but is this the way? Or did they take away the little pop-up that shows up every time you refresh the screen now? Here, that might be more of a investee question, but yeah, there's no, like, when I refresh the page or go to a new page, the little pop-up that says welcome, and you have to always click X. Is it just gone now?
Yeah, not part of Rebellion release, so I'm not sure why that's not showing.
Okay. Well, I'm actually kind of happy, but I don't know. Maybe it was helpful or something, but yeah, that's.
All right, okay. I'm short 1 Mantaroth now, guys. There's the update for you. I'm short 1 Mantaroth.
All right.
So,
do we got anybody else opening up packs?
The time to get those is probably now. You're absolutely right. But anything else in Rebellion, I would hold off from going nuts on it.
I totally agree. You can't get Mantaroth in packs. You can't get Grimbarden in packs. This is it. What you see on the market is probably it, because I don't know many players who bought like their 1,100 packs and are going to be like, well, I'll just sell all my Mantaroth. No, those guys are combining it, right?
Yeah.
The only people who are putting them on are probably the people who bought in excess of 1,100 packs, and those players are going to be few and far between. And if they're not giving it to their scholars to play with, right, then
As a
Yeah, but
counter
not
to
everybody
I
is
derail
not
everything
everybody's
Mantaroth
claimed. Not everybody is claimed in the first hour either.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of those people bought thousands of packs.
Yep.
They're going to claim with the over 24 hours. So
there's a
but
big
getting it-
counter to like
I'm
the
good
big
for you, man.
the counter argument, and I think it needs to be spoken in a moment like this, is definitely the fact that, you know, there's going to be not just Keys just said it, like there's some that haven't claimed yet, but also bigger than that, even just months down the road, because this is going to be over 9 months. You're right, these cards are really important and they will be valuable and useful and expensive, but there's definitely going to be people from time to time over the next several months who just say, you know what, I have a maximum Grimbarden Smith and I'm just willing to like liquidate for like a reasonable price. That's going to happen, and if we're paying attention, you'll have opportunities. I'm not saying cheap, I'm saying for a reasonable price. Yeah.
It's just like when you look at it, though, if people like me are even looking to purchase right now, the floor is already up to basically like $40 on them now, right? So
Yeah.
the ones that were there that were like 23, $25, those are all gone. And you like in the background here, when I was looking down at my keyboard, that was me getting constantly, this one is sold, this one is sold, this one is sold over and over and over again, right? So it's not like there aren't other people on there hunting these cards down as we speak, trying to get a full deck. And there's an opportunity cost to waiting, right? The opportunity cost to waiting is that throughout that whole period of time when you're trying to get it cheaper, you're losing matches to the people who now own those cards, right? So I don't want to be one of those people who just gets beat by Mantaroth for 3 months while I wait and hope and pray that someone decides to put it on the market. You know, it's 3 months worth of opportunity cost. How much more could I have earned if I would have had it, you know, throughout that time and had that competitive advantage?
Well, it looks like somebody on YouTube was taking credit for sniping all those out from underneath you.
Who was it? Who was it? I need a name.
Oh, Brandon H. I don't know.
Brandon H.
Sorry to call you out there, buddy. But you put yourself out there.
That's VetB.
Oh, that's VetB?
Yeah.
Okay. Steve got him at 23.92.
Yep, I got a few at 23. But I'm short one. It's going to be a challenge now. Waiting for that last one.
Oh man, has anybody played any of this in ranked yet? Are you guys playing in the background while we're on this call, or being patient?
No,
We're all playing the game within the game, the market.
Oh yeah.
Another thing that people could do in moments like this is like set a bid, because right now if you set a bid for $25, there's only 3 BCX above you at that point. So like if you're really confident with that 25, then what you could do is then when like a whale logs on and is trying to liquidate, you know, it might eat up a lot of that. It might hit that $25 price point with you. So just always setting a bid is something that you could just set it and, you know, go to sleep. And if you wake up with a $25 card, it feels good. You know, and then back to Infidel's point, you know, if you play the longer, one of the things that I've noticed is like, as I'm trying to build gold level or diamond level, as I'm trying to go, you know, buying multiple BCX is kind of really the best way to get the most discount, right? So like you can be a little bit more stingy, hold on and just wait for like a bulk BCX buy, right? Because, you know, when we're talking about $40 cards, you know, maybe selling 3 BCX or 6 BCX is easier selling it at 25%, 30% off, just to try to get it to move, right? And if you're the bid for that, then that's something that you can take advantage of. So if you really like that price, I would just set 25 on the bid and just walk away, you know, because if somebody lists for 23, it'll auto trigger the bids, right? So unless somebody's religiously sitting on it, you know. So
are you guys able to find this on So hold on. Maybe it's a user error, but I can't find Mantaroth on Peak Monsters.
Neither can I.
I had to
Promo.
I had
Promo
to
for
type in
Rolling?
Mantaroth.
Oh, yeah, you got it. He's set under promo. He's not on Rebellion. There we go.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to type it in.
Jarvis trying to buy him up, so he's making it not visible on Peak Monsters.
The back door. The FX.
All right.
I have not
Yeah.
opened a gold foil legendary yet.
Oof. I tried to share my screen, but then I bogged down quite a bit. So I don't know if I can open my packs on stream with everybody.
Oh, okay.
Ron, you want to try one more time?
I mean, we can try. Go ahead and see if it's I saw you kind of struggling earlier just on the video call. It was showing like you're yellow right now. You got a little bit of packet loss going on. So I wouldn't even. You got the screen up though? No, yeah, it's
Yeah,
red.
it bogs down way too quick.
Yep.
No, we'll just. I has little computer, and my little computer can't handle it.
Oh, but you don't have a 4090 Ti there running Splinterlands?
I got like a laptop. But yeah, I'll have to open up those later. So, but Tails, what are you doing?
I am searching the market for
settings.
looking how
You
to
said
spend
you're on
my
the
money.
market, Tails.
Yeah, looking how to spend my money. But everything's really expensive thanks to Silence. So
Yeah, thanks, Si.
Well, lowest bid's 35. So I mean, it's not just me. Other people are trying to get them right now too. So
we're gonna call you Chief FOMO Officer now.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
I think, yeah, this is definitely just a sell moment. And I think that's one of the things that I'm most looking forward to right now is I've actually never been able to participate in this moment in a set release when like I was really fresh in Chaos. And so I was on the back, right? Didn't have vouchers, didn't able to participate really much. And then when I was in the Rift Watchers, I did, but I mean, to only like 150 packs. This time I was able to participate up to 400 packs. So like I'm getting every release, I'm getting more and more up to that whale status that I'm very much looking forward to. Of like on launch, I can open up enough packs and be maxed out for where I want to be. And I think it's going to be, we're moving the ball forward just a little bit at a time. So, because I remember in Chaos, my guild leader at that time opened up a gold foil Quicks the Devious, and that thing was selling for like $3,500. And I gave him the best piece of advice that a new guy in crypto could have ever given anybody. I said, dude, hold on to that. It's going to be the best card.
It's only going up from here.
We had no idea. We had no idea. He held that and it tanked. We were in the hype of Splinterlands. We had no idea what like this hype cycle was or anything. That we thought $3,500 for a card was acceptable. I don't know. Kitty was like 10 grand at that point. So 3,500 was reasonable. And we were never going to come down from those highs.
Yeah. And speaking to that moment
day.
a little bit, like when Dr. Blight came out and, Dr. Blight was way more of them than some of these other promos. And Dr. Blight's amazing. We even talked about it earlier. Somebody said it was like the best card. It's very, very useful. It wins a lot. Very powerful. And it's got a good price, even still. But it was way, way higher when there was no supply, and there's no supply for these cards right this second. So I hear the arguments, and I believe there's truth in the arguments around like, it could only go Mantaroth in particular, and it does look amazing. But I'm just saying like, the future, there's a lot of opportunity and there's a lot of moments. And I think often prudence and patience is the key with a game like this. That's what I've seen over the years. And that's what I saw. That's why I sold my Dr. Blades when I got them. And then I held on to what I needed to, but I sold a ton of them and I've never regretted it.
No, yeah. Patience.
Never regretted selling Dr. Blight?
No, because I kept my Dr. Blade, but I'm saying I sold all my extras because the price point was way higher on day one. I think it might have been 100 per BCX for regular foil, I think.
Wow.
And
that doesn't even sound like that good a deal when vouchers were $20 each. It's like 5 vouchers, right?
Yeah.
Right. That was coming off the heels of the chaos boom or the untamed boom, and the just everything was just sky high before 15 million packs were out in circulation.
Yeah, I think